Oh, hello. Today's contest was biweekly contest 123. My health is down, so my voice is little bit down. I will explain all four the answers because I solved this question, but there was one error, and after the contest, I got that error. So I will explain. So sorry. So type of triangle two in these questions. So you should know that there is one condition. So suppose this is triangle A, B, C. Suppose these things should be get to true. The value should be A plus C. The other two sides should be greater than B. And similar condition this one. For this one, B plus C should be greater than A. And for this one, A plus B should be greater than B. So you need to just want to check whether these three conditions are getting satisfied at the single time. Okay. So and according to that one, you will just check whether which side is equal or not. So I will explain my solution. First, I check whether all the three sides are equal. Then I will return equilateral. Then I have taken the sum of all three sides. Then max of all of three among the three, and then mean between that three, and the remaining is middle one, median. So it is sum minus A minus B. So I have checked whether any of this condition is getting true. Then answer is none. Otherwise, I will check whether any of both sides are getting equal. Then it is isosceles. Otherwise, scalar. The answer is this one. So it is simple. You can try once, but logic is this one. You need to check this one whether this one is true or not. We will go to the second question. Find the number of ways to place the people one. So basically, in these questions, what we need to create, we need to create. So I will refresh all. Okay. So now let's see in this triangle what we need to check. We need to place one person at here and one person at here. Okay. So we need to check the condition is like no one will be inside this one at this border also there will be no one. We need to check how many pairs are possible of this one. So the constraints are very less. Constraints are very less. This is a 50 constraint, only 50. So you can use direct brute force. So I have used here very brute force. So basically what I am doing for this reason, for this point, suppose this is X and this is Y and this is A and this is B. So what the basic condition for this checking is that in this problem, the A should be greater than equal to X. Okay. Right, X should be smaller than equals to A and the Y will be greater than equals to B. And you need to check whether among this any point lying in between these two conditions. If it is lying, then answer will be, the pair will be not the required answer. And if it will be no pair is existing in between this one, then answer is true. Sorry, there is no any point in between these two conditions, then the answer will be correct. Otherwise no, there will be no answer. So you will not count. So I have taken here, I have considered that condition only. Just go through once this code. I will add my links also to answers, but the logic is this one. And what you will do, you will check. It's like first you will check xy, like yes, you will go like this way, that this point will be center. Like in first for two for loops, you will check, you will consider that this is the first point which will be taken by this position, and second for loop you will consider that the this point will be goes to this position, and you will check the cases and you will find out the answers. So this is like this way. So now going to third problem. I am explaining logic because at the end logic is more important. Code you can do easily, but logic is more important part. So this is the last question. So in this question, so at the end you need for a subarray is good if the absolute difference between first and last element exactly k. See, if there will be absolute difference now, suppose a minus a plus b, and we will go add as usual with this one, a minus b modulus equals to, suppose there is value 1, the answer will be like a plus b equals to 1 or a minus b equals to 1. So from this, you need to check for two cases. Okay, like suppose a's value is 1 and a's value is 1, so there will be two possibilities. B equals to 0 and b equals to sorry, we will take here 2. Better we will 2, because 0 will not give proper answer. Okay, so now 2 a equals to 2, then b equals to, here will be -1 and here will be 1. So there are two possible conditions of b, -1 and 1. So what we will do, we will check both the conditions. In this condition, in this absolute, we need to check both the condition, and here we will use mapping. Okay, I will explain the code also, like what is the logic is like, you got the idea. So logic is like, suppose if you are going like this way, 1 2 3 4 5. So I don't have any notepad, so for that reason I'm using mouse. So now suppose if you are going by this way, if you want to sum up these things, this area, then what you will do, you will do like in brute force, you will go from this one to this one. But if you want like directly between this one, if you are given the indices, then better you will store that values in prefix. So it will be 6 10 15. So what you will do, you will take this prefix minus this prefix, so answer we will get this one. Suppose if you come at this position 4 and k is given something, so what you will check, you will check whether any previous value, like 4, you want to 4 is a, 4 is a equals to 4, then what we will be, because k is the absolute value between that one, so there will be two conditions. So k will be, b will be here in one, it will be -1, and in one case b will be like it will be -7. Okay, so this will be two conditions, there will be two conditions. So what we will do, you will check what will be the minimum prefix, because you need to subtract that last number. So what will be the minimum prefix from these two conditions you will get, and you will take the value from that one. See, now I will explain from this one. See, I have done long sum and size, then I have stored in prefix. Even though I am going in one for loop, I am calculating the answer. In this one, I am counting the number of how many times the number is occurring, because and then what will happen, if there will be no number is occurred, the answer, the map will be stored 0 as their answer. So better to calculate from another map. So prefix I -1, numbers minus I. So now in this one, what I am doing, I am just storing that number in prefix. I am checking with k minus to current number and k plus with current number. So what I am, if there will be any number, such number existing in between previous one. So what? Suppose in this one k is 1. So what I will do? So k -1 equals to 3. I will check whether 3 is there, or I will check whether 5 is there. So previously I will check whether is there any 3 exist. Yes, 3 exist. Is there any 5 exist in between? Sorry, previously. So there is no any 5 exist. So we don't need to calculate, take in consideration of that case of 5. So we will take consideration of only 3. So we are counting only this one. We are taking consideration of the. So what we will do, we will prefix minus that value. What the value? So I have used yum here, because that 0 will not create much trouble. So I have created one struct node, and in map I have considered as node. In map, what we are storing? In map we are storing what is the prefix sum, minimum prefix sum we will get up to that one, because we need to subtract. So if there will be minus sum, it will be come into positive, and we are just calculating the number of what is the count of that number till time. If the answer will be as usual long minimum, then answer is 0, otherwise return is sum. If I submit, then you can check also the answer getting accepted. So moving on to the last question. There was some mistake in my code, some minor mistake. Because of that, I was not able to submit during the contest, but after some times I was able to submit properly. Okay, so in this this is a little bit tougher version of first one. Now see, these points are there. I will explain by this one. See, if I draw a triangle, sorry, rectangle, this is point, this is point. See, if you are able, if you consider this triangle, this rectangle as your possible case, okay, then you will never get this answer. Means like, if you consider this triangle, this rectangle as answer, sorry, my mistake. If you consider this rectangle as your final answer, then you will never get this answer, because this point will be always be inside this rectangle. So what we need to check, we need to check in this one only, what are the maximum, it's like how much closer to these points, which points are like in xy axis, in y axis, how much points are closer to the this point, what this left top, left top, what corner, left top corner point. So what we will do, we will check first, what I have taken here. So I am checking if the numbers are in this line. Suppose the number is in this line, in single line, all lines are, so you can consider that single line as usual in between 2 points, because if you consider 3 points, 1 2 3 points, then there will be only 2 pairs, because this one will not interfere any, no other point will interfere between this and this one. But if you consider this two, then there will be definitely one interpoint. So we need to consider only these two pairs, 1 and then 2. So I am checking if any number is in this line, any number is in single line. So I am just skipping that one part. I am just skipping that one part. Like these points are there, these points are there. So what I know, there will be multiple pairs, but every point when we, so first thing, right, sorry, by mistake. First thing is important here, sorting. You need to sort this point. You need to sort like 1 1 1. Do this, what will happen? Suppose this line is there, this line is there, 1 point is here, 1 point is here, 1 point is here. So there will be, you will all, by sorting, you always know that the points are always in increasing order with respect to x-axis to all, but for y-axis it will be not the same case. Suppose 1 1 is there, 1 5 will be there, then 2 1 will be there. So sorting will do, what will do, it will sort with respect to first only, first point. It will sort with respect to first point only, not with respect to second point to all. It will sort for only that particular x which are equal. So now we sort that one. Now we need to, what I have to consider, I thought let's go with this way. We are considering this point, then what we will do, I will check first those points are in all this one line na? So we are sorting, so what we will consider, we will consider the next points which are above and below. Okay, so for x y axis, what I am considering, I am checking that what will be the, if there will be any answer, any number of points which will be the lesser than this point, this point is at x axis and y axis, 0 0, suppose let's assume 0 0 point, then we need to consider only those points which are the lesser than this point and greater than x and lesser than y. Then what I am doing, I am just checking whether is there any point which is lesser than this one and equal to this point, x axis coordinate, x axis coordinate. Okay, so now I'm just calculating that one point, because we need to consider only one point. Among that we can consider only one point. So we are just checking, is there any points exist. If there will be no exist, then we will go to the checking for the next point. If exists, then we will take that point which will be the which have y coordinate as greater, highest, maximum, but lesser than this point. It's like up to this point. Arey yaar, what is happening here? Now it is coming. Okay, so now I am taking all the points which are in single line. I need to consider only one thing. whatever the points are there, x and y points, I need to check those points which are only below this one and greater than this one. Only I need to check. So what I am doing, I am trying to get maximum y value where any point is exist. Suppose there is point which is exist here. So you can't make any rectangle below that point. You can make only rectangle above that point. And any x-axis which is greater than this one, like this way. I will show. You can make like this way. And this way. You can make like this way rectangles. So no any point will be come in between that particular area. So I am checking that one point. So for that reason, I am considering whether any points are equal to x, means like given point coordinate. So I am moving on checking what will be the y value with respect to, I am checking with this point, because I don't care about above points. That condition will be come into next case, because it is double for loop now. It's like n square time complexity. So we will not consider that. We will check up to this one only. Okay. Now what we will do for this next I am checking how much we like suppose. So if there will be value, means like counts are there, like there will be definitely 3-4 points are there. So there will be one answer among them. Now what I am doing, I am going to the next point. So you will see that suppose there is line like this way, rectangle, there is one point. So like this one, whatever we consider, we will consider for another line x, where all the x points are in one single line. There is 3, there is 4, there is 5. So what in among these only 5 will be give answer, because if you consider 4, then 5 will come into that area. If you consider 3, then 4 and 5 will come into area. So we know that for only x-axis there will be only one answer. There will be only one answer. So there is only one answer, because this area will come into any other other equal x-axis parameter. Like 4 it will come, 3 it will come. So there will be one answer. But you need to check whether this point, this y, is any point is coming in between. Like is there any point which has x is smaller than this point and the y is greater than this point and smaller than this point. If there will be any point, like suppose there is one point like here, the point is like this way. So this rectangle is already calculated, but due to this point will come inside this one. So this will be not a true case if this point is coming. So for that reason we are checking with y whether the y is coming in between. So if the point is greater than y, like if suppose previous y you got here, so what you are checking, you are checking whether the y is greater than, so this point is greater than y and smaller than 1, then the rectangle will exist. And you are checking, because you need to go for another test case, another point, another x-axis point. So you will again check for that one. So this process will continuously go till like this way, but you will always in limit of this point and this point. So at the end you need to check this way. And if any point, like suppose any points like this way are, any point is satisfying the condition, then answer is true, otherwise answer is false. Let's submit. Accepted. So thank you. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. I will try to explain comments also. And thank you for your support, guys. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends who are interested in coding. I will try my best to explain whatever things I have learned. I will explain. Thank you.